The primary concerns are noise, safety, environmental runoff, and perhaps most importantly, they don't believe that the zoning commission heard this in the right manner, that the zoning commission sort of punted it on to the Board of Adjustment. The Iowa Code provides that the zoning commission should be the entity, the body that makes the fundamental decision as to whether or not the shooting range should be allowed, and that issue was really punted onto the Board of Adjustment after the most important information was provided to the zoning commission. In regard to safety, we're very concerned that there's going to be errant rounds that leave the range, and that is backed up by the information provided by the expert that they brought in to design the range. In regard to noise, there is a number of concerns. Number one, we don't believe that the testing that was performed was appropriate by the DNR. They're not an objected entity when they're going to be using the range as well.
This is the safest range that we can build, and if used properly, shot will not leave the range. As far as the lead poisoning goes, we will do everything we can to mitigate any migration of lead from the berms into any of the water sources surrounding the area, including periodic mining of the berms to keep the lead from building up to a certain point, and also we'll have a runoff pond to kind of catch any of the runoff that comes from the range, to catch anything that isn't contained, any small amount that does leave, to catch it there, a catch basin to keep that to a bare minimum. In the sound study that we did, the traffic going by, especially some of the louder vehicles, were almost as loud as our rounds were with nothing in place. No berms, no soundproofing, no nothing. The vehicles were almost as loud as the rounds at the range. So we feel fully confident that we can meet that requirement.